Hi everyone, apologies, it looks like Pritzel had changed the music kind of thing, so hopefully, so I'm going to have to figure out new music afterwards, so I apologise. We just need to do a couple of bits, so I do apologise for the... Hang on, I thought I'd turn that off as well, and I haven't. Go on, I need to turn that one off too. Oh, I'm having a day, aren't I? What can you say? And let's go here, because I got sidetracked. So let's do that one. And let's do that one. Yep, and I'm going to have to find more music. Apparently they've changed that music is now no longer YouTube copyright friendly. So apologies. Right, so apologies for the coughing. Right, and let's see, just need to refresh you. And away we go. Okay, so I finished off the kitty cat, or supposed kitty cat, and as expected, the kitty cat's a bit too big for the sofa. And I hope it kind of looks like a kitty cat, but I'm thinking I might need to make the ears a little shorter by... I think I need to alter the ears. But we need to make the sofa taller. So, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see how it goes with 4 blocks. How's everybody been, by the way? Can everybody hear me? Let's just double check. Yep, looks like the mic's working. Good. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll try 4 bigger, otherwise we're going to have a very giant cat. It sounds good. Thanks, DMC. Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate it. I'm sometimes never sure because I have 2 mics and sometimes it picks up the wrong one. How are you all doing? Let's get this to the edge. Right, so yeah, so I changed the palettes. I did use dark greys originally, but I changed it to light greys. Let's fly up here. But I'm not convinced it still looks very much like a puppy rather than a kitty. I think I need to sort out the ears so they're more pointed. Happy Friday, Ethan, to you too. Right, so that would be 4. So maybe down to 3 here. Oops. You guys have any plans for the weekend? You working this weekend, DMC? Yeah. I'm sorry. Was last weekend the bank holiday weekend for you guys, or is that this weekend? And you're working as well, Ethan? I'm sorry. Unless, of course, you like working weekends. In which case, congratulations. Right, so I need you to come out a little bit first. Then we can have you and you. Indeed, you don't like working full stop. I think I would retire if I could, but I can't. Bills have to be paid. It is what it is. Not to mention, I'm too young to retire. I've still got... What, retirement age over here is 67 now for me. So I've still got 11 years to go. Yep, you're the same, DMC, yeah. And at least I can put that in there and come round. They keep trying to raise the age, yeah. Well, they keep successfully raising the age over here. It was a case of when I first left school, women retired at 60. We're currently up to 67. Let's pop here. I wonder, did I put... I didn't. I really probably should put some torches in there, shouldn't I? Just to light things up. I do like to be busy, so I don't know what I'd do, but I would find something to do. Because I don't do bored. But I'm pretty sure I could find lots of things to do. Okay. Okay, so we need to grab you. Go around the corner. I'm hoping 4 blocks will be enough. If not, we'll figure something out. You'd travel as much as possible. Yeah. I'm not so bad with that because, don't get me wrong, I still love travelling, but I've also done a fair bit of it. It's always cool to see new things. Where's the torches? There's the torches. Let's move you out of the way. Excuse me for the cough. It was a case of, okay, I caught the COVID. What I didn't want to do, but happened anyway. I can't do much about you, can I there? So I'm going to have to hide some lighting round the back. I think I used some dark oak trap doors, didn't I? Kind of as a button effect, yeah. So what I probably need to do is do a few more just at the top in line. So we'll go that first one, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's on the 9th. F3, we are 9092. Right, so it doesn't really matter on this one, it matters on the 9729. 9729. Okay, Marius. Hopefully you're not advertising things. I really don't want to start the day off with a ban. Right, so... But I will do if I need to. So let's F3 that one. So 1, 2, 3. So including that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Counting with Pendle again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, okay. So I just need to put trapdoors behind those. And let's take a look from the other side to see how bad it looks. Right, so I think I will leave that at 1. Ah, so I've used some of these here. Whoops. Good job I lit up under there, isn't it? You should have seen you the other day. 1, 2, 3, 7. Yep, sometimes you have to. Right, so 1, 2. Go. That gets us that. So we just need to make this side a little bit taller. I think I did this one at 2, didn't I? There we go. Now I need a couple more of you, because you come in handy. Right, let's fly away and take a look. Well, the back of the sofa's not too bad, height-wise. Although it's still a very big kitty cat. And I need a couple of andesites. Yep, a giant rare breed. I tried to make it smaller, I really did, but it began to look a little squished and weird, and since when have I ever successfully created anything tiny? It doesn't happen often. Now, what I'm thinking is let's alter the ears just a little bit. I want to. That way they're a little bit more pointy. I think the ears are a little bit better now. I'm not sure how we put whiskers on him though, or her. I think the colour scheme is kind of right for a jelly, but I think I need to alter these 3 blocks here. I think these 3 blocks need to be changed to a white palette. In fact, this one as well. Right, so have some white wool, have some white concrete, and we should have some white snow somewhere. There we go. Because from the picture I could see on of Jelly, she was white around the neck. I'm not sure about that. How about this side? Yeah, I've already done this side. I think it's about as near as I'm going to get. Though those two blocks may need switching out as well. Just at the top. Right, so let's do something like that. That way it curves the white a little bit. And do I need to do the same on the other? No, I've kind of already got it there. Well, it confirms I should have put them in there then. How do I feel about this sofa? I don't mind the back being taller. I think the back being taller works. Like I say, it's just a very tall kitty cat. What we need is a little mouse down here. Not sure how we do a little mouse, but that's what we need now. Near the mouse hole. Okay. Need some dark oak for those trapdoors, and then we'll head back to the bedroom kind of thing. Exactly, you thought I saw a buddy tat. Because we could have done a Sylvester, but we kind of tried to do a jelly. I tried anyway. It's okay to fail as long as you try. Right, so I want some oak. Yeah, Jelly is definitely an awesome kitty cat. Right, so I should have. Okay. The extra ones will come in handy, they always do. Okay. There. Some things are hard to do on a tiny scale. I've got all the respect in the world for those people who can build tiny. Cut. I'll be glad when this cough has gone. Right, so we need to check on this door now. I'm not sure, to be honest. You stopped out at Statue Valley a couple of months back for the first time in ages, and holy cow, what they did for Jelly was nuts. Oh, that's awesome. Jelly was definitely well loved in the community. Right, so we have a bunch of green. I need to take a look at that at some point. I haven't been out at Statue Valley for a long time. And it's always amazing what people do. Not that I'll go out there on stream because I don't want to spoil things. But people come up with amazingly crazy things. Right, so we need another set. Of blocks. There's 21. That's not going to be enough though. There we go. That should give me plenty. Still got to. If this ends up working out okay, I may have to do. Apologies. can honestly say this was a bad time to get COVID. Not that there's a good time to get COVID. Okay, one more. Right, so that gives us that. I guess I better eat something before I splat next time. Have to remember to try and reach those on the way back down. Or let's try and remember on the way up. Do I have an axe on me? I do. Thought for a second I didn't have an axe. Just Pendle being blind again. Got that. There we go. Get you in place. Poor Zodi. Skeleton's being mean today. That's never fun. Don't see anything on that side that needs stripping. We're not doing too bad with the house now, just a little bit more to do. It's mostly going to be detail-y stuff that I've got to figure out, like faucets and food and guitars. I haven't put a rug down either. We probably need a rug. We were going to use the dried coral effect kind of thing. Right, so that we've still got to do. It always surprised me how brown this black terracotta is. So I'm not sure what colour the... Whoops, I didn't make that. I'm not sure how brown the brown one is. I think it was more of a Somebody had an accident kind of brown. There we go. That gets us this door. I still need to figure out door. Apologies. Yeah, I think that's a better colour. I wish the contrast colour was better, rather than the dark oak trapdoors. But I'm not sure the mangrove. Yeah, because of the dye mixes with the base terracotta. Yeah, it just doesn't look right, doesn't the brown? Whereas the black looks more like a very dark brown. My other option is the red nether brick walls. Just to add a bit of colour to the door. Because I must admit, would you be? There's that. I thought I had some more nether brick. Okay. That's okay. We can cook some. Did I use up all my... Oh, I took all the coal blocks out because I wanted the coal blocks for a different build. What do I have? Okay. I will leave that for now then. And think about it. I'm just thinking the dark oak trapdoor gets lost. I think that's the problem. No, I want the red. Oh, I see why I didn't finish off. I didn't finish off so that I didn't mess up. I can. Nope. That wasn't good parkour. Okay. So many different bits to catch up on. Right, so this needed to be 2 all the way around. So we can step down here. Then I can just fill it in. So, yep, lots of this and lots of that. There we go. That gets us that bit as well. Right, so that was 2 all the way around, and then we needed to do the steppy stone with the terracotta. I do like that the rooms coming together. That's what you wanted to do first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be on the 5th. So it should be here. It looks like we do 2. Okay. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the middle. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the middle. Guess I need to go to the top and work down and then see what we've got left over in the middle. So this one here. Of course. Try that again. Just trying to rescue those blocks. There we go. Right, so you give me that. Okay. So hi, Ali. Thank you for the meow. How's your day been, Ali? You ready for the bank holiday weekend? Excuse me. Right, so now I need the mangrove trapdoors. Well, I did a lot of those, but at least we have a few of these. Once again, you forgot there's a holiday lurking, but hey, you'll take it. Yep. It's May Day bank holiday. It's Spring Bank holiday. The last Monday in May. This weekend. And that one goes straight to the top. We seem to get a lot of bank holidays in May, the beginning and the end. Oops. But we all know it's England, which means it's going to be wet. Occasionally we'll get a nice bank holiday, but not that often. But the day off is definitely worth it. Right, so I need some red concrete. You're okay, but you're not concrete. There we go, we got 62. You're sick of the rain there, DMC? Yeah. Went from years of drought to near flooding conditions. Ouch. Yeah, what you need is a whole bunch of drizzle for a while so the ground absorbs it rather than it be heavy rain. So you're just going to have to be a solid in the middle. And then we'll put the lighting effect at the back of it. Right. Right. So now can I reach? And how are you going to look with it being green? Oh, that didn't work too well. See if I can get... this and work my way up. Yeah, we tend to just get a lot of rain. You haven't checked the rain gauge yet, but one heck of a storm came through about 3 AM that even woke you up. Yeah, we've had a few days of rain this week. I think, was it Monday, Tuesday? It was no, it'd be Tuesday, Wednesday. We had pretty big downpour. Right. Now we can just pop up at the back. You're a 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a good job. Scaffolding isn't hard to get. I tend to end up losing a lot of it. We actually got it back this time. Not going to complain. It's beginning to get harder and harder to get out from behind these walls. I've done those as 3. What did I do with these ones? I think, I just did it solid. It might be better to do that. Oh yeah, I better had eat something. Thanks, Ali. Before I go kersplat. And in fact, I may need to alter what we've done here anyway. Okay. Knock these out. And you. Just going to try this again, slightly different. It was looking very odd. Okay. Now, if I'm doing that, be kind of tempted to do that instead. Oops, wrong place. Right. And then that gives me those 2 blocks in the middle again. Okay. We need to go through to the back. Right. Scaffolding. Okay. Oh, you're wrong. You're not going to work like that. I'm going to have to get that one from the other side. Okay, so I'll leave that block there just to know that's the one I need to fix. Holding shift on scaffolding. What can you say? Not counting today, you have had 4.35 inches, 11 centimetres of rain this month. That's a fair bit for you guys. Apologies. Okay. Got them up. Almost. Anything else? Right. Okay. Right, so that's the one I need to change. Okay, I was going to go over and grab it, only it sorted itself out. Okay, so we've got a restart in a few seconds, which is cool, because we've still got an hour left to go yet. Must admit, it seems kind of weird having those be one tall at the top. But I guess it is what it is with the size. It could be worse. I've still got to figure out the ceiling. At least we know what we're doing with the panels. Gammon. There we go. And yep, I'm jumping around to a little bit of this and a little bit of that today. Let's put the dark terracotta away. Where did I get those from? Oh, I know where I got those from. I better put those back. Otherwise, I'll be wondering where the blocks are later. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Ali. It is much appreciated. Okay, so you're there and there. Right, so around the top of the room, what did we do here? Kind of did that, didn't we? So some stairs. One. Seeing as it takes 6 stacks, well, 6 planks. You can move. You're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be next to it. Right. So, I'm just going to put you there for a second so I know where we start with. I'm going to have to figure out what I do with the edge bits. Okay. Game on. Right, how close do I get? I'm going to stop about there for the moment because I've got to figure out where the ceiling goes. I don't want to take it too close. Okay. Not doing too badly. Block-wise, that is. Now the question is, you know, I can't really bring the birch trapdoors in. Which probably means I'm going to need to use the dark oak again. Do I have any more? Probably not. Gonna leave it at that for the moment, but I need a whole bunch of lighting blocks. We'll take these just in case. So what I'll do is I will just put the ones in on this edge for a second. Or the edges where I've already got the dark oak. Right, so I need a bunch more. I figured as much, but I didn't want to make too many. I dread to think how many trapdoors I've actually placed. Not that I'm sure there's even a stat for that. Okay. Because wherever the it's going to be interesting. I may end up having to pull this back a little bit. Those little teeth still definitely make me chuckle. Okay, so I'm out of those, so we'll switch to these. I know it's going to be shenanigans again. I'm probably going to have to do something similar to what I... Apologies. This coffee is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to do something similar to what I did at this point here. In that room. Right, so I should have a whole bunch of white terracotta. There we go. It's not going to be enough just yet. I may have a whole bunch more. I seem to have shulkers of this and shulkers of that. All over the place. I can get it edged, then I can decide how far we need to come in, and then maybe put an oval shape in the centre of the room for the light socket. Well, the light fitting, I should say, rather than socket. You really need to stop losing charged creepers. Yeah. By the way, I got the creeper cape and it's showing up under the Java edition. I haven't added it to the character, but it is now displaying. So that one will right away. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the heart one didn't show up as quickly. That one still hasn't appeared, so I'm assuming that one will be later. Not that I tend to put the capes on. Right, so I need to use those red concrete across the top and then the stairs. So where did I put the red concrete? Here we go. And then you. I put things away and then never remember where I put them. $17. Oh, I had some red nether brick there. That's cool. That means I could try the other bit. Every time it storms, you try to get a couple of mob heads for a small project. Hopefully you get them before too long. Oh, that's cool, the VSP. Nah, it doesn't help that much with the contrast. That's a shame. If it was a bigger pop, I would go for it. But it's not that big a contrast. But it was definitely worth checking. Yeah. The other one's going to show up in July, you think? Oh, that's cool. Not that I'm necessarily a Pink Heart fan, if you know what I mean. It's just a case of it seemed weird that they turned up for Bedrock but not for Java, seeing as it was the Java that was a 15 years old, not the Bedrock. Okay. Okay, so I need to add a couple more of you just to close you off. Only got 13 of them left. Yeah, the same with the TikTok one, debating if I want to make a throwaway account to get that one. I can see your point, especially if you would like to, but it's not something... I've never been on TikTok, never planned to, so... Okay, so there we have some more dark oak. So I can understand the appeal of it for the Minecraft skins, but I must admit, it seems really weird to me that you have to have a TikTok account to get a Minecraft skin when Minecraft is aimed at kids. And I thought there was an age restriction on signing up for TikTok. So doesn't that kind of break the rules of it? No, I understand. I know what you do. I understand perfectly what you mean. I'm just thinking in general. As in kids making TikTok accounts so that they can get the cape. When Minecraft is aimed at, from their point of view, at kids. And TikTok shouldn't be a place for kids. Considering how poisonous it is from what my understanding. So why on earth would they promote it? It just seems dodgy to me. Kids and social media should should never mix. And yes, I'm an old fuddy-duddy. There's certain places that kids should be kept away from. And in my view, social media is one of them. But like I say, I'm an old fuddy-duddy. The difference is, to me, is that kids get addicted to it and have it in their bedroom and they can't escape it. Whereas if it's IRL stuff, you could go to your bedroom, go to your home and escape the rubbish. Whereas if kids have access to social media and are being bullied on social media, it is in literally on their phone, on their computers, in their bedrooms. There is no safe haven. At least when you got it, that's true, but it's also a case of, like I say, there's certain things that kids should never be exposed to. Because it's a case of, yeah, there's always been bullying, but up until this generation, kids have been able to get away from it. Now they can't. And they get exposed to things way too young. I'm looking for some red concrete. There we go. That should give me plenty. Yeah. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, kids should not... If kids are going to have phones and they need a phone to keep in touch with family, etc., then they should be dumb phones. They should not be capable of having social media on them. And yes, like I say, I know I'm an old fuddy-duddy and I had this conversation with my sisters when she was letting her kids on social media, if you know what I mean. It was a case of, I don't agree with it while they're too young. 13 is pushing the boundary. And we all know that it isn't 13 that they actually get the accounts. They play the "but my friends have it" card and end up having accounts at 10 and 11 and 12 when they're way too young for that kind of thing. Do those ones first. I wish it wasn't the case, but there are people out there who take advantage of that kind of thing, and kids don't know how to protect themselves properly. I think grown-ups are just being fuddy-duddies. Hiya, Kloss. Beat you to it, Pendle. My brother refuses to get my nephew a phone right now. He's 8, for crying out loud. And if he needs one for a valid reason any time, it'll be a flip phone. That's the thing. I'm not saying kids don't need a phone, especially if they're travelling a long way to and from school by themselves. But they don't need one capable of social media. And I remember being a kid very well and wanting what other kids have. Right, so how do I do this? Heck, adults struggle with social media. So the thought that a kid wouldn't. But then again, I'm definitely an old fuddy-duddy. I don't like the fact that you see some parents just plonk a kid in front of a phone on the bus rather than keep them entertained themselves. You got a flip phone when you were 8, and then you were allowed to cycle 5k to the city to visit your grandparents. You were the first with a phone back then. Yeah, like I say, it's a case of things are. You were 21 when you got your first phone? Yeah, I think I was older than that by the time I got my first mobile phone, but then again, there weren't mobiles around when I was a kid. The only phone that was anywhere classed as mobile when I was a kid was the hands-free ones, and even then it was late teens before you even saw them, never mind actual mobiles. Yeah. Right. So yeah, I'm going to need a whole bunch more red, aren't I? To come up this edge. Okay, so we're going to go and make a quick stop. You had the cordless phones with a 50-foot long range. Yeah, I know people did. It was a case of I didn't have a phone in the house at all until I was 30. We didn't have a phone at all as a kid. And I didn't have one put in the house until after my father died. And he died the year I turned 30. But on short hops with buses or trains, it was spotting the identification game, yeah. But then, to be honest, I can live without a phone without any issue whatsoever. Right, so there's some of this stuff I got that I don't actually need. So it can go back to the concrete store. There's no point wasting it, and it's sitting there looking pretty. It wasn't that. It was. Don't get me wrong. My mum had a phone. My mum had a phone from when I was about probably 11ish. Just my dad never did. The kids across the street who I hung out with all the time had a phone from being not much older than toddlers. It's just a case of we never did. It was an extra expense that couldn't be afforded. We'll see if we can swap some of this concrete for some red concrete. Now, you're just a few years behind, but that's okay. To remember to grab some rockets. We'll see if we can make it to the hub. Just. I don't have any holiday days left. I have 2 holiday days left for the entire year. Until after Christmas. My Wi-Fi went down and I had to take 3 days off work to get it back. Otherwise, potentially yes, but unfortunately, right, so green concrete. Wrong one. Green concrete. Cyan powder, cyan powder. Got red. Okay, we will grab a shulker of red. Nah, that's not much at our age. Very true. 10 years when you're a teenager is a lot, but by the time you get to your 40s and 50s, etc., 10 years is nothing. You have like 30 left even after you've already taken this year. Oh, that's cool, Eck. And you still have 5 weeks. That's awesome. Yeah. I had time off at the beginning of the year. And then a week here and there. I had a week left that I'd planned to take later in the year, but Unfortunately, the internet was being a pain. It came back, it went, it came back, it wasn't reliable for work, so yeah, lots of fun. That's a nice amount left. And you're going to save time for next server reset. That's cool, Gashel. And it's good to see you, by the way. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much time I'd need for being off ill, if you know what I mean, with the surgery. But I still have to call the doctor next week to sort out a return to work note for the following week. Because as far as work is concerned, if you're off for more than 7 calendar days, you then have to get a return to work note from the doctor. I've still got a week off this week. Only takes about 14 days to take a whole month off with your shifts. Oh, that's cool. Or I should. Oh, sorry, Gashel. I misunderstood. I'll have to say, like I say, I've only got a couple of days, so the likelihood of that is very slim. Yeah. Zebra will be back in Europe some other time as well. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I hope she has a great trip. Right. So you're not going to go there. And you're in talks about worker disability stuff with the company doesn't like that you have paperwork for it. Ah. Well, they've got to honour what there is of regarding it, so oh, that's cool. So you're planning to come across the pond next year? Yeah. The one thing I need to double check though is next Monday. Next Monday is a bank holiday. So we're supposed to get Monday off anyway, but I am out ill for 14 days. So theoretically, I should get the day back. Theoretically. But it's also a bank holiday, so they may not honour it. If they do, it gives me an extra day. But otherwise, the next holiday day is August bank holiday. and then Christmas. It's a long time from August to Christmas, so I'd use the days I have between those. At some point I need to go away properly. Don't get me wrong, London was really nice. But by properly I mean have a few weeks somewhere. Can I get the corner? I can't. Right. Let's get rid of you and get rid of you. If you need a place to crash, you can claim your guest bed. No, I'm not allergic to cats. I used to have kitty cats. So thank you for the offer, Ek. I may take you up on that when I visit your neck of the woods. Thank you very much. Especially as it'd be visiting a country that I don't speak the language of. So Netherlands is where your mom's family emigrated from. Oh, that's cool. And technically you was briefly in the Netherlands last spring. That's nice. Let's go back this way a little bit. We're getting there. Oops, it's a bit too high. Step back a little bit. Right, can I just get on the top of this store? Okay, so I'm going to have to readjust the scaffolding. If you try speaking Dutch as a non-native people will just try reply in English. Yeah, I don't speak Dutch. Not even hello and I don't speak Dutch. I'm one of those terrible people who could never learn a language. I must admit, it's really weird because my nephew speaks a whole lot of languages, including Chinese, and my dad learnt a fair few languages. My dad could speak Arabic, etc. So it's a case of, yep. I struggle with English. We all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. That's cool. So they get us to here. Spread you Ingles. And I was butchered too. Zebra is trying to learn Dutch for months now. She knows a fair bit now. She'll probably barely use it. That's okay though. At least she's been able to learn some of it, which is cool. And one of your friends from Canada tried to speak in French at a restaurant in Paris. The waiter looked at him and said Canadian, and then spoke English for the rest of the dinner. No, that doesn't surprise me. The French are very particular about how their language is spoken. Which is fair enough. Right, let's see how we do this. Okay, so that was there for a reason. So this would have to come out to here. So yeah, unfortunately it's a flat edge, whether I like it or not. Yeah, I guess they didn't appreciate his French-Canadian style of French. He did admit his French was pretty awful. Hey, he tried. And in my book, that counts for something. I know one of my cousins married somebody who was French. One of my other cousins married somebody who was Norwegian. Right, so let's take you out. I probably should have sorted this bit out first. Right, so we're one block out. Not sure how I'm going to play that block. I also need to put some more of these doors in there. Otherwise it's going to be too dark. Do I have any of those on me? I don't, so let's get some stairs. I only know to speak English in a lot of languages. I didn't really run into any French people snooty French people while in Paris. You find out a lot of Portuguese people don't speak English. Luckily the microphone direct translation from Google Translate works really well. That is very good that it does. That's okay then. So in France, being able to say hello, goodbye, and I don't speak French, do you speak English, will get you along. That's cool. At least it got you through. Google Translate helps. Oops. Gonna have to do that from below, I think. Okay. Right. So I need to be about here-ish. If you speak Spanish, you know you can understand a decent amount of Portuguese. The most interesting one was the lady you talked to with poor Spanish skills because I don't speak French and she didn't speak English. That's cool. I remember being at a Greyhound stop in, I think it was Maine at the time, and I was speaking to this young lad who was using American Sign Language. I didn't understand, but he was busy. He was trying to teach me it. So because there was a couple of hours before the bus was due. So he spent a couple of hours trying to teach me ASL. It was really funny. He was an awesome young man. And he had a lot of patience. There was a lot of writing things down and figuring things out, but it was definitely well worth it. I didn't bring those with me. I need to go grab some trapdoors. It's amazing who you can come across and chatter to at bus stops. I do the same over here though. It's amazing what conversations you get into. Even if people do think you're a bit weird at times. Talking to these random strangers about all sorts under the sun. Okay, let's get another stack. There we go. That gives us a few more. Yeah, German and English are kind of weird like that because some of the words have the same base, same origin, but there's some of the origin of the words are also French. We have a lot of words that are very much a mix and match. Now I forgot the lighting blocks. Okay. Now I know I saw the lighting blocks. Go. Okay, let's grab you. See if I can just click on the top. That fixes that. Got. So we've got that. At least we're beginning to have it take shape coming round the corner. I do need to add the lighting blocks and the doors on the sides. If I can put doors on these edges just to light up that section, I think it will make a big difference. You had a co-worker was deaf but read lips very well. If you couldn't sign, one day a deaf lady came into work and typed out on her phone she was deaf, but could read lips if I didn't sign. I went and got my co-worker that signed, and that made her day. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Like I say, we were there a couple of hours and he was teaching me little bits of it. It's a long time ago. We're talking back in 1989. But between writing things down and lip reading and figuring it out, we had a really good conversation. Okay, so we've kind of hit the 2-hour mark. Let's see who is streaming. And let's go bring up the end sign. And I think the 6 o'clock start really helped. I know I wasn't working today, but I think it's going to make a big difference with not having to worry too much about work at the time. Okay, so we have Impulse and we have Mr. Joker. Does anybody have any preferences? And yeah, I could really understand how it would make a day, having somebody to communicate with easily. If not, I'll do eeny, meeny, miny, more. Catch a tiger by its toe. Okay, well, I thought they were going to, but I'm not 100% sure. What I'll do is I'll send you Impulse's way. because we haven't raided that way for a while. Plus I need to go get something to eat, so it'll be a case of I'll leave you guys to it. You have a great rest of the day and a great weekend. I'll be streaming again at this time on Monday. Oh, that's the plan, 6 p.m. my time. You guys take care and have fun, okay? Okay. Oh, a night stream if Skizzy's back. Okay. Take care now. Bye.